Hey, everybody. It is week one in the books. We are here in our very official Hold on, I'm a little thirsty. Let's just. Week one officially in the books. Hopefully you did good, or if you're in my division, hopefully you did very, very poorly. Just putting it out there. We are going to go live every single week around now to just update you with the leaderboards. If you played the right players, you'll feel great about this. If you played the wrong players, you won't feel great about this, because we're going to go over the good, the bad, the winners, and the not winners. We still wanted to be nice. I mean, we're not going to be mean about it, because no one's a loser. Even, you know what, you're all winners in my book, and I'm sure that's what really matters to all of you, right? Right. Cool. All right, well, let's get going, and we're going to start off with a giveaway, because why not? We want to say thank you for tuning in, for being a part of everything that Fantasy Cares does. And for the next 3 minutes until 2:05, comment the word Smith in your YouTube or in your Twitch. We will see it and we will add it to the list. Hold on. Let me just quickly move this out of the way right now. Here we go. We got our Devonta Smith Funko Pop, not signed, but still very pretty, amazing young wide receiver. So I am going to do my best to keep talking while typing in here all these people's names. I probably should have asked for help, but I didn't do that. And so we're going to keep this up here a bit. We're going to talk a little bit. I don't know about you. Week one felt super, super strange. We had the entire 1 o'clock slate of games, if you're on the East Coast, because that's the right coast, where there was like no scoring whatsoever. We had a game or two which just felt like had no touchdowns. I know the Titans game had no touchdowns, which was just gross. And the Browns and did the Bengals play? I'm honestly not even sure. So I'm hoping that every week is not like this, and I'm really just trying to vamp while I type these in and give people the 3 minutes I said I would, so they can come and join and try and get their awesome Devonta Smith Funko Pop. And I am going to... But let's move on a little bit. Let's talk about the top performers at each position. Now, I know this doesn't mean these aren't all the best performers, but I mean, let's get into it. Tyreek Hill with 11 receptions. Like, man, I can't even see that. That is so small. I hope you people can see that better than I can. Maybe this will go smoother in the future. Who knows with us, right? Like, what's the point of going smoothly? 11 receptions for 215 yards, 2 touchdowns for a total of 51.5 points, which you were thrilled. But also, I mean, at least with the draft I was in, it looked like you were able to get this stack. I would love to hear from anyone in this chat who had the stack of Tyreek and his quarterback Tua. 28 passes, 45 completions, 466 yards, 3 touchdowns, totaling 44.19 fantasy points. Now, I love me some Tua. I've been a Tua fan from the very beginning. I don't know if I mean, do we think this is an every week thing? Is Tua a new top something quarterback? I know this is redraft, but I know I'm Dynasty Outhouse. I have to talk about Dynasty a little bit, right? So, like, is this the new Tua? Are they going to throw for 500 yards every single week? I mean, I hope so. But I mean, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to say it's true. I would love it if it were. But who the heck knows? All right, after Tua, we have, of course, Christian McCaffrey. Like, if you had to choose, like, place your bets on what's the most obvious running back one, it was Christian McCaffrey. 22 rushes for 152 yards, 3 receptions for 17 yards, which was a little low, and 1 touchdown, which came, I think, on like a 60-something yard rush, which gave him 38.4 fantasy points. You drafted him in the first. You got exactly what you expected out of him. And you loved every second of watching all of this happen. And that was another game where, well, The Niners looked like they were there. They showed up to play. Pittsburgh, look, I mean, like we knew Pittsburgh wasn't going to be great. Did we really think they were going to be this bad? I hope not. I didn't think so. And this is my show, so I'm going to say what I say matters. So like I really hope they do get better. And let's Hunter Henry. What? Like I know 2 years ago when he first came over to the Patriots, all he did was score touchdowns. Like there was no one else to really catch it and to catch touchdowns, and he did it. Last year he did absolutely nothing. And then yesterday, no, hold on, what day is it? It's Tuesday. Sunday, he shows up, 5 catches, 56 yards and a touchdown, which led him to 29.6 fantasy points. And if did anyone out there start him? That's what I would love to know. I would love to know if something in here if someone in here was just that ahead of their game that they actually started him. Now, okay, we've talked about the top performers. The worst. All right, so with a bagel, we have T. Higgins. 8 targets, 0 receptions, 0 yards, 0 fantasy points. My soul is crushed. I was not ready for this. I was not. Apparently, there are only 3 players in history who have had at least 8 targets and had 0 catches for 0 yards. Weirdly enough, all 3 of them were Bengals, but the other one was Ocho Cinco. So, like, he was fine, right? Like, he turned out to be completely okay. He was good. All right, so I have all the names typed in so I can stop vamping for a little bit. All right, next we have Dallas Goedert, which hurt my soul a little bit because of the amount of teams I have him on it. I couldn't find a good picture of a goose egg, so this is the best we're going to get. This is an egg. So 0 targets, 0 receptions, 0 yards, 0 fantasy points. I need to watch this game to find out what Dallas Goedert did to get 0 targets. Now, I know Eagles came out strong and then finished not strong. So that didn't necessarily go super well. And then last, Drake London. I mean, nothing of that offense besides the running backs did anybody any good, but 0 targets, that has to change. The frustrating part is the team is going to do well enough that Arthur Smith isn't going anywhere. They have to realize that they're just stuck in mediocrity. Okay, so before we move on to our next slide, I'm going to shift over here we go, it's a stage. Here is a list of all the people who said the name Smith by 2:05, which was those 3 minutes, who have the chance to win this Devonta Smith Funko Pop. I hope all of you are still in here. Oh, David Philippi, good played Hunter Henry. Good for you. Well, Cole Granger had a Hill to a stack in a mirror league. It's good enough. That's good enough. Anywhere. If you had that anywhere, congratulations. Okay, here we go. Ready? Let's actually note here. Let's shuffle it a few times just for the sake of shuffling it a few times. And here we go. 1 and done. Let's see who wins this. Jason Sargent. I have Goddard and London and still had 242 points this week. Everybody hates you. And everyone also hates Dylan Gibson. Congratulations. You win the Devonta Smith Funko Pop. It would make my life easier if you wanted to DM me at Dynasty Outhouse or just throw a Twitter handle or some way for us to get in touch with you in the comments so I can copy that somewhere and I can get your address because I'm sure you don't want to put your real address in the comments. All right, let's get back to David had T. Higgins and 250. People are better at fantasy football than me. Why am I the one doing this? Apparently other people need to be up here because they're just killing third down. Oh man, you were just killing it the entire I remember a bunch of races that you were doing. So let me just write this down real fast. At third down, Dill. Awesome. All right, so I will reach out to you when we are done with this to get your address so we can get that shipped out to you. Let's move on now, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, because we need to get off of the screen that talked about. So let's go on to the top 12 scorers. And I was going to do top 10, but like by the time you got to the bottom of this list, it just needed to be talked about. I mean, we had the obvious that we talked about. Tyreek and Tua were both atop at their positions. And then Brandon Ayuk with those 2 touchdowns. Purdy loves him some Ayuk, so maybe this keeps going forward. Mac Jones. And especially with the start of that game, they just looked like that offense was not going to happen. And then the offense happened. And then Kendrick Bourne happened. And then we have the running backs we know and love, McCaffrey and Eckler. Jordan Love edging out Patrick Mahomes by 0.01. I guess you gotta love it. Sure. Get it? Love. Mike Evan here saying that he saw Mac coming. I mean, with an offensive coordinator in general, you would hope he would do better. But man, if you saw that, then we got to listen to you more often. Anthony Richardson showing that he can get those fantasy points. He is what he is. He looked okay throwing the ball, but he ran. He got plenty of ways to give us all those points. And then Kirk Cousins doing Kirk Cousins things, still throwing a couple of interceptions, but throwing enough touchdowns and giving Justin Jefferson 8 catches for 170 something yards or whatever that was called. And then the last 2 happened. Tyler Algier and Jacoby Myers, 32 points. Again, would love to hear anyone who started these 2 players, because I mean, I have Tyler Algier on plenty of my dynasty teams. He didn't start on any of them because they have Bijan. Why are they giving Algier all those? And then since none of the tight ends came anywhere close, well, somewhat close to being in the top whatever I wanted to put in there, I dropped the top 4 tight ends because of who the top 4 tight ends were. Again, we talked about Hunter Henry being up there. We had TJ Hawkinson in at 2, which is like the one player we should have expected to be up there. And then we had Hayden Hurst and Kylan Granson. Corbin in there saying, I had to start Myers, had to. No, you chose to. You made the right call. Good for you. Good call. Hayden Hurst, which honestly was on my bench. I had to start him in a couple of my actual leagues because I had Kelsey and then couldn't start Kelsey, but I had the 101 and chose Mahomes over him. So at least I got the top 12 scorer in my league, but didn't get the third top scoring tight end. And then Kylan Granson, because Kylan Granson's in the league apparently. So good for him. Okay, actually, no, let's get to the leaderboard now. Let's get to forget these NFL players. Let's talk about us for a little bit. And let's look at the leaderboard on scottfishbowl.com. And add to stage. Florkilla started Hurst after Andrews news in one league. Good for you, man. It worked. This is insanely tough to read. But let's look through it. Number 1, Matthew Cooper at the _Coop, 2-0, 239 points. All right. I don't know what Scott's doing here, but the next person on the list is 0-2 with 154 points. Thanks for trying, Bob, whoever's in the back there trying to do things. Let's go with, can this be, you're killing me, Smalls. Here we go. Points 4. There we go. Number 1, Brian O'Dowd, scoring them at Brian O'Dowd. That was nice and easy. Thanks for that one. In the Guinness division, repping with 279.87 points. Killing it. We have FF Astronauts, Matt FF Dynasty, followed by at Everywhere Blair. Underdog being up there at Adam Weber, at A Weber 1, which it was much easier to figure out what that handle was. I did not accidentally sort anything. All I did was load things. So thank you, Scott. Then we have a couple of non-affiliates, which is what this is really all about. Josh Alvarez at Josh Alvarez with 264 points. Only 15 points back from the lead. Rodney Reynoso, Michael Padro, and Tim Morrison. See, Bob's just the best out here, saving my skin, making it so everyone can actually see what all of this is. Man, like, look, there was, let's see, how far do we have to go before we have our first loss? Was Brad Griggs at Goon 16 in the Heineken division, still scoring 254 points. That's rough, Brad. That's one of those things where you probably played against the first highest scoring, and you were the second highest scoring, because, oh man, how far are we going before we hit the next one in one team? Mm-hmm. 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 Here we go. Matt Kornberg at MZKP54 from the Chuck E. Cheese division at 238.17. That's still crazy good. Like putting up over 200 something points. Dwayne Brown at Dwayne B13 from Boston Market, still losing at 236 points. Like, look how many win teams there are still scoring up 230 something points, and you all lost. Chance Osborne from the Tropical Smoothie Cafe, 230.32. Still come up with that loss. Look, you got that one victory point, I think we call it, for beating the team, the division median. So it's not a complete loss. You still got that 1 point in points for, play a huge part in this. So be happy, be proud. Don't be too defeated. Now Scott wants to know how many undefeated teams are left. He forgot to check. Scott forgot to check. Scott, let's do this because Scott asked, right? So we're talking about 2-0 that they beat their team and they beat the division median. Oh man, we're too far. There are that did not help. It reversed the numbering to, here we go, 2,547 undefeated teams. Oh, there's a leaderboard tab on top. Undefeated teams. There are 1,274 undefeated teams remaining. Now, this will be the fun one. Beth Johnson from Taco John's at Beth Johnson MN, coming in at 2-0 while scoring 161.76 points. Just let that soak in for all you people that scored 230. It's random, especially week one. Ugh. All right, let's see what else we got on the leaderboard. Division winners. Nah, that's a little too early for that. Playoff picture, right? Week one. That's when you start looking for the playoff picture, right? That's not when you start looking for the playoff picture. Man, at 260.98 points, John. Whoop. Right up there at number 13 in the Publix division. Congrats, man. All right, so that was that. Let's go back to our slide where, if you saw a little bit, I mean, now we got to get me back in here. What did you do? You need to, no, wait, hold on, because I hit the wrong button. Here we go. And now, you're killing me, Bob. You're supposed to know my needs before I need them. There you go. We have a signed Deebo Samuel jersey. There's the real picture. Here it is in the bag. I did not take it out of the bag. It is, man, it's $219, but we're going to pretend it's $220. Type that name Deebo into the comments for the next 3 and change minutes, and we will give away a Deebo Samuel jersey just because we like you. That's why we're doing it, for no other reason except for the fact that we like you. Yeah, there's a wheel already, but I still have to type all the names in, Bob. Right, so we have Anto, we have Joey right now. Now I'm curious, are you here? Are you just trying to win the Deebo jersey because who doesn't want to win a Deebo jersey? But do you like Deebo? Did you start Deebo? Like that's the real question. You know, we all want to win things. Winning things is awesome. Jerseys are awesome. But is this you? Is it for you? I mean, are we really just giving this away for the hell of it? I mean, yeah, we are just giving it away for the hell of it because we like all of you. That's why. This was a lot easier when John was here with me. So, Dylan, really? I mean, you're going to try and really just anger everybody and win both things? I mean, there's nothing that said that you can't win both. So we're going to allow it. Jason Sargent in here scoring 10 million points, but no, that's not enough. I also want to win the Deebo jersey. That's cool. I'll allow it. I love that we're seeing a couple of new names from the Devonta Smith. Congratulations again, Dylan. Contest where that means maybe we got a couple of people that jumped in the middle and have been watching us since then. Welcome everyone. Everyone is always welcome every single week. Even, I mean, look, man, even if you didn't make it into SFB, it looks like there's a reason to hang around anyway. Don L, Joe, Booten. Oh, Joey Wright came to see my beautiful face, but he does have no signed jerseys. That's how do you have no signed jerseys? Come on. Everyone has stupid, ways to go get signed jerseys, like hanging out with us and just winning for the sake of it, right? We still have one more minute. So here we go. So what we're going to do going forward, this was just a week one giveaway. What we're going to do going forward is we actually will have a more involved giveaway. It won't just be, hey, show up when we're giving away a signed jersey. Next week on fantasycares.org, or you can use that QR below. You can see donorbox.org/goodness giveaway. We are going to be giving away a Daniel Jones signed jersey. So scan that, donate. That'll get you on the list. And we're just going to give away a Daniel Jones jersey for the sake of it, because we like you. And again, look how pretty that signature is. And look, like I said, week one isn't everything. Maybe Daniel Jones did not look so good, but he did very good last year. So let's just hands together, fingers crossed, whatever, that Daniel Jones and at least the entire Giants just sort of get their stuff together. All right. So that's time. It is 2:23. It has been those 3+ minutes to see who we are going to give away this. Dylan Gibson saying he has a Madison Hedgecock signed jersey. Does anyone know who that is? Because that does sound like a made-up name. I'm just going to put it out there. Joey Wright, that's harsh. It's out of line, but it's true. He's got a point, or whatever Captain America said in that GIF. All right, here we go. Let's share my other screen. Let's get the wheel up here. Let's shuffle 1, shuffle 2, shuffle 3 for the heck of it. I think if I hide this, it might make the wheel. Nope, doesn't make the wheel bigger, but we're going to do it anyway. Oh, come on. Is it going to stay? Is it going to? Oh, Cole Granger, even though I spelled your name wrong. Sorry, Joey. That was way too close. But Cole Granger, hit us up. Give me your Twitter handle, give me your email, give me some way to contact you so we can give you this sweet Debo jersey. Went to your high school. All right, everyone, thank you for joining along. Thank you for playing along, coming just to hang out. And whatever reason you were here, we thank you for everything that you are part of Scott Fishbowl, part of Fantasy Cares, just part of the community. We love it. We love you. And we will catch you next time, where we will be drawing the winner of the giveaway goodness of the Daniel Jones jersey, which I should have with me and holding up to my face at this point instead of just the Debo jersey. But congratulations. Thank you. And we'll see you next week for our week 2 leaderboard review and all that stuff. All right. Bye, everybody.